today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 149, NASDAQ up 68, S&P's up 11, gold contract down $11, trading at $18.43 an ounce. We get silver flat, $25.56 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 9 cents, $52.82 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year right now is trading down 2 ticks at 136.22. The 30-year off a half a point at 168.29. And King Dollar. King Dollar up 152 ticks, trading 90.505. The euro is at 121. The yen is at 104.10. And the British pound is at 136 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
What's happening? Good morning, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was going to say, how's this market doing? Positive territory, man. Quite the jobs number. But as we know, things are bleak right now. Not really a surprise. And we'll see what Biden has to say. Be interesting to see how the market reacts as more details come out with the possible stimulus plan that he wants to put to work.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, they just kicked off a stimulus plan, and guess what? The bottom line is going to be another one coming. So there's no doubt. And, you know, as you look forward, I mean, it's hard to basically say that, okay, you know, we know that, listen, at some point, folks, you will get a correction. But guess what? You get a stimulus plan going now. You can have another stimulus plan coming in, right? It's like, okay, man, you know, I don't think it's here yet.
And you have the vaccine rolling out. I mean, yes. The market's very forward-looking. You know, whether you had the stimulus plan, that's obviously putting a big boost in it. But the fact that vaccine is now, you know, we're 10+ million Americans vaccinated, and we're seeing, you know, a much bigger push, obviously necessary, but we're making some headway. I said yesterday, I forget on our program or before, I mean, can you imagine when that news starts breaking of, you know, hitting 20%, 30%, 40% vaccinations, numbers, you know, dropping rapidly, those types of euphorias, where they are down the line? We all hope they're there sooner than later, 3, 6, 9 months, but they're coming, man, and I can't wait for it, and the market can't wait for it kind of either, I think. No doubt. Now, we got to go to Bitcoin. It's like... Right, I know. This, folks, is truly just absolutely amazing. And, for the folks that believe in Bitcoin, this just justifies their belief more, I would say, that, you know, that you get up to a price point, or you get down to a price point of 30,000... I got 30,323. And that was literally, you know, basically 72 hours ago. And now we're at 39,595 again, you know. I've never seen moves like this, let's put it that way. 25% moves in 2 days. Just haven't seen them. And, yeah, you know. I mean, the run-up we haven't seen in this, you know what I mean? You're looking at 400% from where we were in October, 300%, you know, from 10,000 to 40,000 in a few months. So, yeah. And, you know, if you take a look at this, you know, and Larry was talking about this, that it did a 0.382 retracement. Now, what's really important to wrap your head around is that, you know, and Tommy's been talking about this on your program, that if you do a 0.382 retracement of the broad market, folks, it's serious business. And do you know which one... he admitted where that 382. Well, let's see. I believe I think he was taking it off to 20,000. Okay. Let's do it this way. I'll put this on a weekly. Okay. I think that's what he was doing. Let's see. So if that's going to be about 50% though, because it went from 20 to 40 back to 30. So then you know what he did? Then he took it off where that. Yeah, and that's even 50. I'm not sure then where he took it. Because I just get him back on the show. Let's go. Yeah, tell him he's doing double duty. Let's see. You know what?
Here, it's probably from 17,000. There it is. Give or take. I'll pull it up. From December 11th.
Okay.
And there it is, jumping around. Now, here's what's interesting, right, which is why I asked. Because maybe there's a little bit of confluence going on here, because if you take it from there, that's December 11th. But then what if you take it from, and I think this is where I just took it from, if you really start from the run here, now that's, that's a gap that I'm not sure that makes sense, right? But you're looking at almost a 61% retracement brought you back down. They're both the same color, but I'm pointing at kind of where they are on that chart.
Yeah. Pretty intense,
big moves,
man.
No matter what, man. Big moves. I mean, if you're in Bitcoin, you better be prepared for it to be 20,000 potentially. Doesn't mean it will. Just make sure you're kind of, you're factoring in that there is a decent possibility, even not just a possibility greater than zero, a decent possibility that it could, pull back 50% in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Intense. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, and we'll see whether they get any volume today. You get, let's see, what do we have here? Plug Power's down 3. You got GameStop is up another $4. Oh my God. Virgin Galactic is up $4.70. Now check this out, folks. This is where this gets interesting. So, Virgin Galactic, you're going to see. Let me just see the story. This is a pretty cool story, and what it's about is there's this woman, Kathy Wood, who bottom line she went from a hedge fund and she started opening these ETF structures, and she had
ARK.
Yes.
ARK. Yeah. Right? Yes.
And she had an amazing year last year and the year before, folks. And she's a Bitcoin believer also. Okay, so she has one with Bitcoin. The bottom line is that the market, she announced that she's going to do a space ETF. And as soon as she announced it, the market front runner. This is all these space ETFs are up today. Like Virgin Atlantic surged more than 12% pre-market trading Thursday. As ARK Investment Management filed with the Security Exchange Commission to launch a space exploration exchange-traded fund.
I was reading an article. Did you see the Bloomberg article about the short bets? On these ETFs? Let me see if I can find it, because what they were talking about is here we go. I'll pull it up. I got it right here. So when is this article from? 2 days ago, okay? So bearish bets against ARK ETF surge after meteoric rally. And what they talked about in here is that the run that they've had, especially, and Kathy Wood managed by them. But the problem you now have is that these are ETFs where they, and I'm trying to see if they put their information out there every single day in terms of their positions. So when they start building any type of a position, now this is their space ETF, but any type of a position, to run it like that, people can really pick up tendencies and get ahead of you when you're possibly trying to build a position, because they have to disclose their holdings on a daily basis, which is really...
Yeah, because it's an ETF, right? That's right, exactly.
Exactly. And so what's happening is investors are thinking that it might be very difficult. So the surge in bearish bets come after a banner year. So they were big in Tesla, too.
That's right.
We can talk about it afterwards, because it is interesting here, something to think about if you're in these. And this is an example of it in the same way, I think, that now they have to start this, and people are going to front run them, and people are going to see if they build any positions in different equities. They'll be able to track that on a daily basis, not what happens in mutual funds.
Wow. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 147. You get the Nasdaq up 71. S&Ps are up 11. And I heard you talking about these small caps. This is pretty amazing, man.
It sure is. It keeps going.
It keeps going. You know, if we take a look at the IWM, you're up 370. You're at 213. And, you know, this was at ABC up. Well, it still is. And I remember when we did it, it was like, are you kidding me? They can go this far. Let me just see what it was. The conservative way of doing this was 201. And then what happens, folks, if there's a gap, so when you get a gap, that's considered a swing point. Well, in my time in the trade, okay? So you take the gap. So the bottom of the gap there is that'd be the most conservative. It's 169, let's call it 170. You get it up to 201, so you get 31 points. And that gets you, oh my God, this is interesting, man. Actually, 31. Oh, we're at 220. 221. And we're at 213.
Okay.
221. I always thought I was like finishing 221. You go to 221. That's 10 more points, man.
I mean, what's remarkable is, man, I was just looking at the chart. We were at coming into the vaccine efficacy when all the markets exploded higher, like October 30th, November 1st. You were at about 1,500, man. You're up 40+% in the Russell in 2.5 months.
Wow.
These numbers. But you could say rightfully so, and it's obviously rightfully so. That's what the market's saying, so it's right. But I joke in that those were the companies that really, if this persisted and we could not gain access to a vaccine that was really, effective, they would be most punished. The big companies have already shown they've been able to succeed. Yeah. So, the Russell really benefiting from, a bright future on our horizon somewhere.
Amazing.
Hey, can I jump back to that ARC article? I just wanted to read you one more thing because now it's really going to get some press with the space ETF and so forth. So ARC's ETF's lineup has already absorbed $3 billion so far this year. Now, this is written 2 days ago, bringing total assets to $41 billion. They took in $3 billion this year alone. Okay, that was January 12th.
With the
I don't know what kind of sales force
year. Oh my God.
They have going on the first 2 weeks of January.
Right.
from just $3.5 billion a year ago, okay? That influx has pushed ARK into the ranks of the top 10 biggest issuers in the $5.5 trillion ETF industry. ARK climbed 1.8%, all right? They talk about now. Here's where you get into it. However, the flood of money could end up inhibiting funds like ARK, which aims to invest in smaller, innovative companies in addition to giants. ARK had more than 10% of floating shares in 15 of the 52 companies it had holdings in. That heavy degree of ownership, combined with nonstop inflows, right? I mean, they got to put that money to work. $3 billion in 12 days to start off this year could make it difficult for ARK to move in and out of smaller stocks without impacting the price or increasing the risk of getting front run, which is exactly what you said on this space deal, which I found interesting. So be aware and, check out everything they hold. And there's going to be some bright people in this industry, man, trying to pick up tendencies. And that is very difficult to trade against when you're managing tens of billions of dollars and everybody knows every single trade you make every single day. So.
And, when you talk about bright people in the industry, this is a big one, folks, okay? Jim Simons, this is Renaissance Technologies. He's stepping back from the quant fund that he basically started, him and Mercer.
Okay.
So let's see. Former math teacher and code breaker who built Renaissance into one of the most successful investment firms in history. Told clients he was stepping down as chairman of the firm's board of directors January 1st. And I don't have the numbers in front of me, folks, but this firm... It's like some outrageous number. It's like whether it's 24% per year from the beginning or 30%. I mean, it's just it's a monster. It's like a monster, man.
It is.
He was one of the first ones flat out using math, using algorithms. Is that the
algorithms?
Algorithms.
Sure,
Thank you.
Yep.
And in order to basically crush the market, and he crushed it for years. Pretty amazing, man.
So I'm cherry picking Wikipedia here, and I'll take a look again. But I have one of them. Let's see. But the Medallion Fund, most successful hedge fund ever. It's averaged a 71.8% annual return from 94 to mid 2014. There's a bunch of different. Since 1988, Medallion's generated average annual returns of 66% before fees, 39% after fees.
Isn't that amazing, man?
It is. So there's a bunch of different statistics. That's just a quick glimpse if you haven't heard of them. Yeah.
It's unheard of. I mean, it's just absolutely unheard of. And
they got ahead of everything, right? Now you're competing with the same people that are using algorithms and using quants and using all that stuff, and you got, in Renaissance. And I think it said that article you had up there that he's 83. It's he stepped down from chairman 10 years ago. So I imagine he's probably going to be watching the market. Not just be running all those funds in Renaissance.
Once you're in, you never get out. There's no
exactly. Doubt. Go get a yacht in the Caribbean and trade off your 70-inch, 4K TV.
Totally. And one of the most impressive things I ever saw him do, and that company ever do, folks, okay, was in 2007, 2008. What happens with these funds, folks, is that they get hit dramatically when there's big downdrafts, okay? And he got hit dramatically, as all the funds did, right? He turned it around in 10 days. It was like one of the... it was big PR. It wasn't. It was bad PR. Okay, because he has investors that the fund was down something like 23% in the first 10 days of the crash, right?
Yes.
And by the end of the not the first month, by the end of the second month, he was up like 35%. He just got back into the math. Said, okay, hold it. We got this kind of market now. We got to do this, this, and this. And he not only got it back. I mean, it was like. I was looking at those numbers saying, oh, my God. I mean,
I imagine they're using some high leverage, some options, to pull 70, 80% in those types of returns. But when you get those moves, man, we've seen them this year. I mean, right? I mean, some of the runs from the March lows, just staggering.
It is. And you know what happens, folks? Okay, this is what gets always interesting. You wouldn't let's see. I'm going to show you right now. I just brought up, Al, if you just put my screen up for a second, you're going to see this little stock, Vista Gold, okay, we own. Look at them right here, Venison Stock Technologies. They go in and out of everything, folks, okay? And the only reason I'm bringing this up, this is not this fund is not like, they don't go like a Kathy Wood, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of Tesla and I'm going to do this. They are everywhere, man. I've seen them, like this one here, they just, they only have, they only have 477,000 shares. I've seen them have as less as like 78,000 shares in little stocks. And it is, I mean, they're all over the place. Do you know what I mean? So
a little taste here, a little taste there, right?
Exactly. They are totally spread out. And they are, I've never seen, I don't think I've really ever seen them like monster positions. They're just edging here, edging there, edging there, edging there, and whether they get a 0.5%, 0.25%, it's like, oh my God, pretty wild.
All adds up.
And I suspect, we know that he's successful, so
you get those big moves, man, totally.
Dow Industrial's up 141, Nasdaq's up 68, S&P's up 10. Stay right there, folks. Tom and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 130, Nasdaq's up 78, S&Ps are up 9.5. We had a question in the den, actually a couple of them, about the pot stocks. So first, Canopy Growth, folks, and what the question was there is, has the ABC finished on the way up? And no, it hasn't. This is a big ABC up. So Your B point on this is $29.52. Your A point is $13.83. So let's call it $14 up to what's that? 29.
Almost 30.
Yeah. So you're talking what? 15.50.
Yeah, $15, $16.
Yeah. So 24, 34. That's 39. $39 would be the A to B equals C to D. And then the second question is MJ. Someone's playing it with MJ. I believe MJ is the ETF structure for it. That's probably on an EBC too. Let's see what we have here. So this is...
Yep.
Yeah, this is...
Alternative Harvest ETF.
Okay, so let's see if this is an ABC. This is an ABC too. So put this on a weekly. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one here, you got 16.26. You got $6. That's $20.15. So this one's getting close to finishing the ABC up.
And what I just adding a little fundamental, right? If you look at where the stock was, I mean, it first started to show something at the end of 2016, which is remarkable around the election. Then you go back into a doldrum in 2017, but the end of 2017 is when we run up to this 30 area. And the point being, I mean, you're talking about almost 3 full years here from the end of 2017. I mean, really 3 full years that we've had kind of time to catch up to say, okay, we needed 3 more years than the market thought before this maybe takes off. And now I think you're going to get some real legislative change. And if that happens, we've got a glimpse of kind of some of the hysteria that played out when we weren't even going to get that type of move, right? So what happens when you actually do get the type of move where it's taken off federal level 1, what do they call it? Federal designation for drugs, all that stuff. So there's room to the upside when you look at what happened over the course of 2018 and 2019. And that there's actually going to be, like I like to say, reality is going to finally meet the rhetoric, that I think some progress will be made. And that's why you've seen this acceleration since Biden was put in, and then since the Georgia election, saying, you know what, we are going to get some movement here. Rightfully so, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's huge, folks, because if you remember, at that time, everyone that was never even in the stock market were buying weed stocks. Even, I mean, just no matter where I would go, people
What
kept
was the one? Was it Tilray? Yeah, it was Tilray that went to 300 on the dot, right? From trading at $25 and
Right. And, so it's like, and
Tilray went from $300 back to $2. Amazing, man.
Seriously,
that's quite a chart. There you go.
And I'll tell you, folks, when you see something like that, right? Personally, then I never trade a stock like that. I just don't, because I can't understand it at all. And, it's like, okay, I don't want to be on something that I can't understand. And it doesn't mean it doesn't mean the ones I even understand I can be wrong on. I'm not saying that.
Right. No, you're taking one variable.
Then I get a problem. You know what I mean?
You're taking one variable out of the equation, as in it went from $300 to $2. Canopy went from 60 to 10. Quite a difference there.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah. So let's take a look at Titan. We've been talking about this. One of the couple of Tigers turned us onto this. This one we were talking about the aspect of a commodity bull market, and I was bringing up the aspect about tires. Okay, that I understood from the last time we had all the gold companies, and that explained to us how expensive tires were and how far ahead folks that they had to actually order them for their machines. I mean, it was really a great education. Bottom line is that this is action. This is action, man. I mean, you don't. Yeah, this is you're at 7:30. This is. Oh, this is interesting, man. It's going to rip it apart. Oh, look at this. Okay, so let's bring that back. Yeah, you get action here, man. Oh, this is the one. Watch this. Hey, I'm going to bring this back to the last bull. Wait till you see where this went to, because, there it is. Okay. So if we go back to the beginning of the bull. So watch this, folks. 2002 is the beginning of the bull commodity market, not just in gold. It was a commodity run. The stock goes from 54 cents. Is that 54 cents? Yeah, it is. 54 cents up to $37. Crashes in 2007 again to 304. Next run goes up to 30 $31. Unbelievable. Bottom line is that this is something you want to take a look at, man. Because the bottom line is that, and as I've been talking about, you get a three-headed deal this time. You have the mining stocks going, you have the agricultural stocks going, you have the infrastructure stocks going, okay? That's all, in construction. That's what I mean by infrastructure, okay? That's all big machines, folks. And let's see what they take in. Yeah, 1.2 billion, that's, and you can see they're starting to get some growth underneath them again. Yeah, there it is. Look at the breakdown here. Agricultural tires and wheels, 652 million. Earth moving, 648 million. Consumer tires, 147. That's a nice, I like that split, man. That's a nice split.
They don't get crushed one way or the other if it's agriculture or moving or some consumer, yeah.
Exactly.
It's big revenue, $1.5 billion, yeah.
Right? Rubber hits the road, man. And
there you go. No pun intended.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, how about plug? We had a question. I had an email question earlier today. I did not get to it in my show, and they were talking about maybe a three-gap play. The acceleration here, and I thought that was a good question, man. What do you think about this? At first, I looked it up, and I thought it was, and I said, I was just going to email back. I said, well, take a look at it in the show, but tough to find an entry when it goes from 14 to 7. Oh, a three-gap play. Yeah, well, that's a good question, man.
It is. So this is a three-gap play, and the way that you trade this, folks. Okay, so now watch this. This gets, excuse me. This is a three-gap play that you have a high, volume high. So what happens with a three-gap play, folks, is this. Most times, you're going to go back and fill the first gap. Now, I wouldn't go short the stock because what ends up happening is that high has to be tested first. So if the high got tested at 72.90, let me just see what kind of short position we have in here. Oh, no, I wouldn't go short it anyway because it's a 13.68% short position. So now you trade the other side of it, meaning that if you're looking to buy this, more like it's going to test the high, and then somehow this thing's going to come back and fill all the gaps. And guess what? It might be 6 months, but guess what? $36 is probably game in order to buy it. And if you want to see,
I wouldn't be buying it at 70.
No.
It just went from 40 to 70. It just went from $2 early in the year. So.
Right. And if you want to see one that filled the gap, folks, bottom line was Moderna. Moderna was a three-gap play, okay? Get all the way up to 178. The beginning of the run was 96. Came all the way back down to 102. And just something to remember, that most times what happens is this. Wherever the gaps are on the way up, you pull back. The trend is still up. It's still going to go all the way back up after that whole time. Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 123, Nasdaq's up 82, S&P's are up 10.5. Let's go into Salesforce. What do we got here? So,
yeah, we had a question on Salesforce over on the YouTube Tigers Den. Take a look at Salesforce.
Okay, so
that's the question.
You got the low 115, the high's 284. Big revenue in this. They've spent a lot of money. Bottom line, they're taking $21 billion. I think they just spent even $4 or $6 billion buying a few companies.
Oh, I think it was like 20. No, they spent like $27 billion on Slack or something like that. And they had another one in there, right? There was they spent like $40 billion recently in two companies.
There you go. So if you own it, the bottom line is that you're going to have to put a stop under this 210. Because it looks to me that you're building cars to get into this 210. This is a classic, folks. Okay, that if you get monster gaps, they like to get filled. You got to be aware of it, and it's hard to comprehend because the stock was all the way up to 284, and bottom line, the top of that gap is 218, and we hit 216, 214 2 days ago. 216 today. But I suspect when you get something like this, most times it likes to go right back to the beginning of it, and at the beginning of it is at 206. So a great company, man. I mean, that is a monster company, no doubt.
I'll tell you one thing. So on January 11th, right? Because we have some action in this in my newsletter.
I know.
On January 11th. Well, it's interesting here, and this made me. So we had it on the radar. It filled the whole gap. If you get into pre-market, this thing spiked to 214 on Tuesday.
Okay.
So that got to the entire area if you're talking about pre-market, not the same volume, but it did get down there, interestingly enough, right? And we've climbed a bit. Now, you put it back on the daily. Now, what Piper Sandler came out on the 11th, so here's where you trade from about 220. You trade a little bit lower. We actually closed on the 8th at 222, okay? And so then on the 11th on this news, you trade down to 260. And one thing that gave me a little bit of pause here, okay?
Yeah.
In the short term, just to back it out, is that, and I'll just pull over. This is an update I had for subscribers, all right, in Rocket Equities and Newsletters. So it has one particular negative note that did catch my eye is one of the analysts noted that the $43 billion invested in Slack and Tableau, that was the other one, contributed to the fully diluted share count poised to increase 24%. Or approximately almost 200 million shares from July of 2019. So that's where it's like, wow, I didn't realize that, you can think a stock is going up, folks, but they dilute the shares by almost 24%.
Yeah, right.
So something to keep your eye on. Strong company. They got added to the Dow. They crushed it in August earnings. The most recent earnings, not quite the acceleration of growth they were looking for. but a strong company in the cloud. Always nice to be in the Dow to get added to it. They're kind of like the cloud technology aspect added to the Dow. But that was something worth keeping on your radar, man.
Oh, yeah.
2 big acquisitions and all about pushing out shares that are going to take away from that share price.
No doubt. Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Going great, man.
Hey,
How you
Mark.
doing?
Good. Hey, I want your opinion on what the ABC up targets are on the daily, weekly, and monthly in your minds for the SOX, SOXX. Trying to figure when this is topping out.
Did you just wake up, man? You're so quiet, man. Let's go. Let me hear you growl, man. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look. The low is 167. The high is 417 today. Let's see this baby here. Okay, so let's put it on a weekly. Do we get an ABC on a weekly? Yep, we do. There we go. Okay. So you got B.384, A.301, 80, oh my God, 83 points. So you got, what's that, 367, that's 4, what? 367,
Yeah, 440, 445.
Yeah, 445, man. Wow. You're 417.
And that's, you started that 8 point at what, like November 2nd, the beginning of that run, kind of, yeah.
I did, yeah. You know, I started at 301.44.
Yep.
Up to 384.
Because there was a little dip the week of the...
Yeah, right there.
November
I didn't
16th.
count. Yeah, that's, you know. Watch this if you could. Let's see this. You know what's interesting about this mark is that yesterday they were hitting these. And let me just see AMD for a second. And that was the first day that I saw them actually hitting them. AMD must have come right back today. No, it's interesting. It just stays sideways. SOX. Yeah. That, you know, now there's another indication, folks, also that, you know, this market still wants higher price because, you know, if the chips are in an ABC structure up, the chips love taking the index up and they take it down, man. And, you know, lately that's all they've been doing is taking it up, man. But, yeah, I think you get action there, man.
All right.
Cooking, brother.
Wait to short that one.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go take a look at QS for one of the targets, Tom. Let's see. What is this? This is QuantumScape. So what's going on here, they're saying that the lockup is expiring on this. So the low is $9.74. The high is $132. Revenue-wise, what they have out here, oh, no revenue. This is interesting. What does this stock do? Hold on, let me see this thing. Manufacture automobile parts, lithium metal batteries. Okay.
$20 billion company.
Yeah. Well, here, and let's look at this. 1 second. You get a 6.9% shot position.
Batteries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
Lithium batteries. Yeah.
Lithium batteries. You're at $54. You were at 132. Yeah. I mean, to me, this can come all the way back to the breakout area, right? You have no revenue. There's no reason it can't come back to the breakout area. It's 24, particularly if they're, you know, they're unlocking, and I can't get that quick enough where the unlock is. But, and if you want to see, folks, so check this out. This is, we all got to be aware of this, right? The euphoria that's out here. So look at this article. Newbies discover pink sheets and 1 trillion shares get traded. Trillion. Yeah, that's what I said. Trillion, right?
Yep.
So what the article's about, folks, is that you got over-the-counter stocks, and people are trading them beyond belief right now. Here, why do you see the one that was big yesterday? Yeah, you're gonna have to help me with this one, Tom, because of the amount of zeros that are in it. There
you go.
Is it there?
Oh, I think you went past it. Up one. There you go.
Okay,
right.
So yeah, yesterday, so it's 0.0003 of 1 penny. Saw 2 billion shares traded.
No. Where are you getting the three? Ah, there we go. Okay.
Right here.
Okay, that's of $1, right? 0.0003 of $1.
Of $1, okay.
So that's going to be basically 3/100ths of a penny. That's what that is. So 2 billion shares move. That's trading 3/100ths of a penny.
Okay, so
yeah, and that would be, what is that? So that's a tenth, a hundredth, 1,000. That's 3 10,000ths of $1. That's another way to say it.
So that's tulip mania. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar's worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 118, NASDAQ up 89, S&P's up 10. Look at this article, folks. Okay, I just sent you this, Tommy. You've probably already seen it. Short interest in the world's biggest ETF plunges to decades low. And this is the SPY, folks, okay? So check this out. This is the SPY now sits at just 2% of its shares outstanding that are short interest.
Pretty cool.
Barring melt-ups in 2017 and early 2020, these levels really have been seen over the past decade. Yeah, we're getting close, man. But if I learned anything, folks, in 1999, when I say we're getting close, this euphoria, this can go on for like 7, 8, 10 months. You know, I mean, I just remember having technician after technician on in the 99s, and one of the ones that maybe I paid more attention to was John Bollinger, and we was talking about these Bollinger Bands, folks.
Yes.
Is that he had said to me, and he said to all the audience, he says, I'm telling you, man, when they start riding, and I remember Yahoo, he says, you just don't know when they're going to stop, man. And he was right. I mean, the thing rode for like 9 months. I mean, it's people are like, well, like that. This is impossible. Well, you've heard all the cliches in the market, folks. Nothing is impossible in the market.
You know, I think the biggest fear out there for that cascade in that period of time is that we get stimulus. We get the vaccine rolled out over the next, just like you said, right? 3, 6, 9, 10 months.
Yeah.
And then we're not quite where we maybe thought we would have been. That's the potential. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's a risk.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that's going to come to fruition. The market's going to wait. And then you'll see it try to get ahead of that. But right now it's going to wait. And it's going to wait at about 3,800 for a little while, potentially.
Unreal. Stay right there, folks. You got Think of Swim coming up next. And I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
I'll get him.